play with me, it's the only thing.
But this is how he wanted to come out. And honestly, I think we could all use a good laugh. So please welcome Joker.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Like snort. Pando killed the beat.
What's good, YouTube? We back with another video, and for you guys this time I got a Nikola Jokic tutorial. I'm gonna be breaking down 3 specific moves that I can use to help you guys bring Nikola Jokic's style to life, but we're not gonna waste any more time here with the intro. Let's get right into it. Alright, so the first out of the 3 moves that I will be breaking down for you guys in this tutorial will be the rip through move. Okay, so first things first, when it regards to the post and specifically with the rip through animation, one thing I want to let you guys know of, if you do not know already, obviously every player has their own animations in the post. So for instance, Jokic has a lot of his pro play animations in regards to like his hooks. So you can go up with a hook here, holding L2 and go upwards to the right. He'll do a hook this way, or if you do this one to the left, he'll do a hook this way. Now, there are some quicker animations that you can use as an alternative to those pro play animations, and I'm going to show you here. Now, here are some examples of quicker animations that you can do in the post that help you negate using the pro play animations that Jokic has. Alright, so to get those quick hook animations from the post, you're basically going to just let go of the L2 button right before you go upward left or right with the right stick. It's the same input basically as you would do a regular post hook like this, but the difference is we're going to actually let go of that L2 button very quickly and immediately go into the hook, because it's technically an under the basket layup, but we're blending it in the post so it just looks like an alternative post hook animation. I also like to hold down the R2 button and move the left stick in the same direction as the right stick, just to kind of better get the animations that I want. So here we're going to go to the left, and we're going to hold R2 and move the left stick and the right stick to the left direction. And there we go, we got an alternative post hook, but we were able to avoid that Jokic pro play animation. And you're gonna see why later on with another move that I'm gonna show you why it's very important to trigger these type of animations. Sticking with the rip through example, it is another example of the quick shots under the basket where we're going to hold L2, but we're going to let go of it right before we do our inputs. And for this one, we're going to go upward with the left stick and upward with the right stick diagonally to get this rip through animation, just like here. Also, another thing to notice, to try to make sure that Jokic's body is kind of angled to where his face is going towards the opposite side of the rim of whichever side that you're on, so that you can properly get that rip through animation each time. So same way I did it on the left side, I'm doing the same thing for the right side. I'm just angling Jokic here to make sure he is looking on the opposite side of the rim so that I can properly get that rip through animation. And here are some examples of me using the rip through move in game. One piece of advice I would probably say is to try to get a size advantage if you guys can. It would always help to get the size advantage because it would help Jokic be able to make those inside shots, and also try to get a little bit of space in between you and the defender. Use maybe your strength to kind of help you out with that. But now the next move is going to be the shimmy reverse pivot. And now the shimmy reverse pivot is definitely a good move to use in your arsenal here as well. It's something that I like to use online, and I'm going to show you guys how to best use it and be effective with it. Alright, so just as a quick disclaimer for you guys, if you have not seen my previous videos in 2K23 where I covered all types of pivot shots, please go check that out. I had 2 parts covering all types of pivots that you can do in the post, and it will definitely help you out in this section if you guys have any trouble with getting the shimmy reverse pivot to work out. But without further ado, let's get into the details now of how we do this. So with the shimmy reverse pivot that Jokic likes to do, it's pretty simple. A lot of the times he likes to do it towards the left side, starting from the right towards the left side, and basically you're just gonna hold L2, stay in the post. And how I like to do it is go up down with the right stick. Pretty simple to do your shimmy, so like this, easy shimmy there. That's just how you do it. You can go up down. That's the way I like to do it there to do the shimmy. And then what you're gonna want to do is on the pump fake, you want to go the opposite direction. Based off this angle, it most likely will be upwards with the right stick, or it will be upwards diagonally to the right with the right stick. Either way, one of those motions will trigger the reverse pivot in the opposite direction. And this is just a good move if you know somebody is a person that likes to jump a lot, or they're a little antsy on defense. This is a nice way to catch them off guard and get an easy bucket. And this is something signature that Jokic likes to do. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the shimmy up down, and then we're gonna go ahead and reverse back the other way like so. Easy. There you have it, a simple way to do the shimmy reverse, something that Jokic likes to do, but is very effective when used at the right time. Alright, so now here's some examples of me actually using the reverse shimmy in game. As you can see, it can be a very viable tool to have in your package there if you're able to read the defender correctly and get them to jump. So make sure you guys use these tools here, and hopefully this will work out for you when you're using Jokic. But now, when in terms of the final move, every legendary big man kind of has their move they're known for. Mikhail was known for his up and under moves. We've got Hakeem, who was pretty much known for the dream shake and made it popular. And even Dirk with his one leg fadeaways. Now Jokic has his own signature move, what I like to call the Jokic step. Now it's not an actual name for the move, but since nobody has one, I'm just gonna call it that. And it's basically like a pump fake where he swings around and goes in a full circle and kind of reverse pivot back the other way. It's one of my favorite moves that I was able to recreate in this game, as you're gonna see in this example here. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the breakdown of how to do this move. So first things first, we wanna stay in this specific area of the court because this move is going to rely on doing the shimmy hook, and this is the specific area to initiate that move. Now we're using the shimmy hook because the shimmy hook in this game is going to best replicate how the move looks compared to real life. And when we're doing the shimmy hook, we're going to always make sure we do it towards the right side. So always make sure Jokic is facing the right side when you're doing this. You do not want him facing the left side. And I'm going to get into more detail of that in a second. But to do the shimmy hook, you just hold L2 down and flick the right stick down and up like this. And that is how you do the shimmy hook there in 2K24. Now his regular hook animation that he has going in that same direction isn't bad there because it's not his typical pro play one. However, it's not going to give us the specific footwork we need off the pump fake, but I'm going to get into the details now with that. So once we learn how to do that shimmy hook, the next step is to figure out how to get the circular motion with the footwork as seen in this clip here. Getting the specific footwork to work is to get this stance once Jokic does the pump fake. This is going to allow us to transition to the next move, and I'm pointing this out here specifically because when Jokic does his shimmy hook, if done in the wrong area, in this case, you can actually get a different type of stance from his pump fake, which will not allow you to go into the next move, which I'll show as an example here as well. Now here's an example of doing a shimmy hook pump fake but getting the wrong stance from the pump fake. As you can see, the feet are not as spread out as the previous stance, and this would be a clear indication that you have the wrong pump fake stance, which would probably harp you from being able to do the next pivot move. So now that we know which stance to avoid and which stance we actually need, we can go ahead and proceed to the next step, which is most likely the most important step to making this move work, which is going to be basically the switching of Jokic's stance. So basically, once we're holding L2 and we do the shimmy hook, we're going to do the pump fake, but we're going to flick the left stick upward, and we're going to do it as soon as he plants his feet, and it's going to give us a very quick switch of his stance, and that is going to allow us to go ahead and do that full circular motion. So we're basically going to go ahead here, do the shimmy hook, flicking right stick down and upward really quick, and as soon as we plant our feet, we're flicking the left stick up like this. So as you can see, he did a very quick switch of his stance upward, and that is going to allow us to go ahead and proceed to the next move. Keep in mind, one of the main reasons we're also using this shimmy hook combo is it is the only one that is going to properly replicate Jokic's move while also being able to give us this quick pivot switch like this. So now the last part is just to come back full circle to everything that we learned. We already know that we have to do the shimmy hook, knowing which stance to have after that. Then we know we have to flick upward on the left stick to get that switch of the stance to start the full circular motion. And now to come back around, we're just going to go ahead and do the quick hook like we learned earlier by letting go of the L2 button, and you can go upward with the right stick and hold R2 or whichever direction you want. But for me, I'm going to show you guys how I did the previous example which replicates Jokic's combo to the T, and I'm gonna hold R2 and go upward with the right stick. So here you're gonna see holding L2 into the post, flicking downward and up for the shimmy hook, up with the left stick, and then we finish off with that quick hook here. And here's a quick slow motion here for you guys just to go ahead and give you an easier example to see the controller inputs as I do them here. And once you get the hang of it, just get creative with it. You see, I finished the Jokic step here with his pro play hook. This next one, I go ahead and finish with an inside scoop layup. Just try to let your creativity take over and get different finishes with that Jokic step. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this. I'm now going to give you guys just some game footage of me using it in game against other people just to show you it works. But I hope these tips were helpful for you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment if you have any questions, and show this to anybody else that may be a Jokic fan. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. It's E Money once again, signing out. Peace.